Oh, I got a text. Sorry. I got distracted. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel. Or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes. And today in this video, I wanted to do another story time. And I thought this would be perfect to do because I just took a shower, my hair's wet, and now I'm waiting for it to dry. So I thought, why not kill some time while waiting for my hair to dry by doing a story time. So I'm going to tell you guys a story, like I said in the title of this video. Well, actually, the title's not in the video. The title's on the video, excuse me. About how my friend accidentally shoved a bunch of people out of the way to use the restroom. So although I agree with my friend that I would have probably have done the same thing if I really had to use the restroom, but also that was not really appropriate of her to do, but I'm glad she learned not to do that. And this is a story just to let you guys know, it is never okay to push people at all, especially if you're in a hurry to use the restroom. So I'm gonna get started and let me know if you guys have ever done that before. I know I've definitely accidentally rushed someone out of the restroom before by accident, but I didn't know this person had a kid with her. But in this time, my friend really had to use the restroom to the point where she had to rush to it and accidentally shoved a whole bunch of people out of her way. So I'm gonna get started. So this all started almost 8 years ago. Actually, this started about 7 years ago. I was on a BART trip with some friends because we were with a program, and I think 2 supervisors. So it was all us girls on the BART trip. So I think it was like a shopping day in the Westfield Mall. I don't remember what we were doing that day, but I know we were coming back from a big BART trip. We had a great time. We had so much fun spending time with all our friends and hanging out and talking and everything. And it was just a perfectly wonderful day. And we leave on the BART trip, but then all of a sudden, as we're heading back, my friend starts acting a little my friend Restroom starts acting a little weird, and I'm like, are you okay? She goes, I have to use the restroom, and she accidentally forgot to use it before going on BART. And I know I've definitely done that on car rides, and when I was heading on BART, I accidentally forgot to use the restroom at the last minute, and she looked like she really had to use the restroom, and I felt bad for her because we were kind of on like I think this was maybe a 20 or a half hour BART trip. I don't remember where we were coming back to, but I know we were definitely coming back on a BART trip that day, and she really had to go to the restroom, and I felt so bad for her. And Restroom is getting a little bit antsy, I could tell, because she's like jumping up, she's hopping her leg up and down. And I know because I've actually had to do that before. I've been to the point where I've really had to use the restroom when I'm sitting down, like on a bus or BART. I would hop my leg up and down because that would help me calm down for when I had to use the restroom. And she was hopping her leg up and down like the whole time really quickly. And right when we get to our destination, and it took, I think, like I said, about 20 minutes or so to get to our destination. And right when we got to our destination, Restroom rushes out of the BART thing and the BART train, and we follow her, and we could tell that she's running really quickly because she really has to use the restroom. And we all get our BART tickets, and then we put our BART tickets in, and because we had, sorry, there's like a motorcycle or something. But anyway, we had like money, like BART tickets, because the company provided us BART tickets. And we slip our BART tickets through, and then Restroom rushes to the restroom as quickly as she can, and it accidentally shoves a few people out of her way and runs into the restroom. And me and my friends wow, she was really in a hurry. And I definitely could feel her because I've been in those situations where I've really had to use the restroom, that I would run really quickly, but I never accidentally shoved anybody out of my way to use the restroom because I know that's kind of rude, but I would have probably done the same thing as her because I really had to, if I really had to use the restroom. But anyway, so restroom is in the restroom for 5 minutes. She comes out and my supervisor tells restroom that that was not really okay for her to push some of those people out of her way when she had to use the restroom. And how she should have probably like been a little more mindful if she really had to use the restroom. And I don't say this because I don't want to be rude, but I think this in my head and I go, it's not her fault. She had to use the restroom really badly. Because I definitely could feel my friend's situation. So my friend restroom apologizes for accidentally shoving the people out of her way. And we go, oh, that's okay. Okay. I mean, it happens. We all have to use the restroom to the point where we have to rush sometimes. And sometimes we'll rush so fast that we accidentally push people out of the way. And I know I understand how she felt because I've been in those situations where I've really had to use the restroom, but I never really actually pushed someone out of my way to use the restroom, but I've been in those situations where I really had to use the restroom. And after restroom used the restroom, and after that, everyone else kind of had to use the restroom now. And then once we were all done using the restroom, we decided to head back to where we were meeting the rest of the group, and we chatted about how we just had like a random conversation about how important it is to be mindful before using the restroom, and we all learned some restroom etiquette that day. So the moral of the story is, if you really have to use the restroom, please be mindful when there's people in front of you. Don't just push someone out of the way. I understand we all get into the moment where we really have to use the restroom and we have to rush so bad, but it's not really okay to be pushing people out of your way. But I knew it was an accident because I knew my friend didn't mean to do that. She just really had to use the restroom, and I probably would have done the same thing if I was in her situation. So you should always be mindful of other people and politely ask them, excuse me, I need to use the restroom. Don't just rush and accidentally shove someone out of your way. It's not really really appropriate thing to do, especially if you really have to use the restroom. So that was a story about how my friend accidentally pushed some people out of her way to use the restroom. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And I hope you learned some etiquette from this video about how important it is not to push people anywhere, especially if you're in a hurry to use the restroom. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.